under the belief where you're born at is who you are, when that's not true. It's what your father is who you are. If you're a Chinese man and you go and move to Africa and you have a Chinese baby in Africa, you might call that baby an African, but that baby's Chinese. He just was born on another man's land. Well, God looks at it the same way. So even if you come from the descendants of the slaves who were the Hebrews who were sold on the ships, then even if you go and fly back to Africa and say, I'm going back to Africa, and you go buy a house out there or buy some land and you living out there, even if you have children on that land and children's children on that land, you might call yourself an African, but God considers you still a Hebrew, even though you on another land. That's why we got a law of a stranger in the Bible, meaning when our people leave and decide to come back, we got certain laws dealing with them because it don't matter where you were born at. So my point is, our ignorance makes us think that once somebody say they're African, or or some combination of that, when that's naive to what the real world is dealing with. The real world is dealing with nations and their identity and who they are. That's the real world. And if anybody that's really, I spent time in Africa, anybody that really spent time in Africa would know that that's an American notion. That's an American, and it comes from not having an identity.